Hey, I'm John Belcher, and I want to share my oddball story about how a super simple secret, brain hack I discovered at the darkest point in my life, allowed me to easily burn away all my ugly, unwanted fat and actually saved me from taking my own life. You'll also discover why weight loss doesn't have to be expensive, hard, or challenging once you take control of the most powerful fat burning tool at your disposal, your mind. I personally have used this brain dead, simple weight loss technique to lose 50 pounds in just a matter of weeks. And men and women from all over the world are seeing these kinds of results too. So if you want a better body, keep watching this till the end, and you'll not only know how to effortlessly melt your stubborn fat away, but also why some of your weight loss attempts in the past haven't given you the mirror happy results you deserve. Now, I must first tell you that I wasn't always the kind of guy that looked in the mirror and loved what they saw. I had clothes in my closet that were 3XL, some even 4XL. When I shopped, I'd constantly see the XXXXL logo, and while I couldn't claim I was the healthiest man alive back then, I wasn't lazy either. I dieted hard, exercised regularly, followed the blueprint to weight loss most of the year. But no matter what I did, I couldn't get the life-changing results I needed. This ultimately took me to a pretty dark place. My self-esteem was non-existent. I didn't believe that anyone could possibly like or love me. Because of the way I looked so for years, I didn't have a girlfriend. In fact, I didn't even go on a single date in that time. It's not like I could take some comfort in the rest of my life being on track. My weight had zapped me of any energy and drive, so I'd become one of those guys that had taken a job as a temporary solution and was still there 8 years later. The one thing I was thankful for was my friends. They'd drop around once or twice a week to have a drink with me and make sure I had something to look forward to, but eventually even this started to hurt. They'd come and tell me about everything going on in their life, how they were doing well at work, where they were going with their girlfriends, what they were doing at the weekend. It was all stuff I wanted, but didn't believe I could have, because I was stuck in the mentality of a fat guy. Of course, looking back, I realized there are many things I could have done to make my life a little bit better, but it's hard to think that way when you're stuck in your very own personal hell. And on one cold night in February 2012, everything just became too much. I couldn't get over the fact that I was so miserable all the time. Years had gone by, and I wasn't living anymore. I was just existing. Nothing was going right, so in a moment of madness, I wanted out. I stepped out of the shadow and reached for the medicine cabinet. The lid of a tube of pills popped open. The sense of hopelessness and sadness immediately intensified. I don't know why it made sense to take the pills, it just did. I poured myself a glass, washed down the first couple. Then I grabbed a small handful. I washed those down too. I remember feeling a sense of relief, but also enormous guilt. But before I could start to think twice, I was out like a light. I gorged on those pills like I'd gorged on junk food and Coke years previously. But thankfully, this wasn't my last meal. Mark, a friend of mine, had tried calling a few times to see if I wanted to watch a movie, and because he only lived a few doors down and was a little concerned by the fact that I didn't answer the phone, he dropped by and found me half dead on my bathroom floor. Next thing I know, I'm awake in a hospital with a handful of people ranging from friends and family to medical professionals waiting to see me. And it was only in that lonely hospital room that I really knew I had to change. My life was bad, but it wasn't worth killing myself over. I saw that many people around me cared about my well-being, so I began to open up about the misery I'd been feeling for years. I admitted that my weight had led me down a dark road. I admitted that I'd become very depressed because of it. A massive weight was lifted off my shoulders in that moment. There was a long road ahead of me, but for the first time in forever, I appreciated my health and felt a burning desire to get healthier, both physically and mentally. When the doctors finally let me out, I began to intensely research brain techniques to get myself happy and back to a good place. It made sense that because my brain had taken me to this dark place, it could also powerfully guide me to a great place. And even though I'd never really thought my brain would be the tool to give me a better body and more confidence, late one night I stumbled across something incredible. Researching ways I could increase my quality of life without the help of medical professionals and knowing that looking after myself was a big part of that, I found hundreds of people who used to be unhappy with their bodies raving about how since they've ditched diets and crazy exercise routines in favor of simply getting themselves into the right mindset to live fulfilling lives, they have been able to lose huge amounts of weight easily. Yes, without hardcore diets, without spending all their free time in the gym, and without worrying about the weight pouring back on. This group of savvy, fit people had been able to enjoy permanent results. Naturally, this piqued my interest, so I began to read more and more on brain hacks for weight loss. The idea of being able to permanently keep the weight off by changing the way I thought really appealed to me, as I never wanted to go back to the dark place I was in on February 16, 2012. After a few weeks of reading and getting myself ready for the road ahead, I finally started to apply my new, free way of thinking. I made sure my lifestyle was on the better side of healthy. Making an effort to take regular walks, eat healthy but still allowing myself beer and pizza a couple of times a week. And within 3 weeks, I could immediately see the difference. And when I weighed myself and saw I was already 18 pounds lighter, I knew I was onto something. While others desperately struggled to lose weight and stick to their hardcore diets, I was still drinking beer, still eating pizza, and still watching my waistline shrink rapidly. I've lost just over 90 pounds with my simple brain hack weight loss system. And even though I still don't have 8-pack abs, I probably have more body confidence than men and women with so-called perfect bodies. I buy normal clothes that fit nicely. Women look at me when I'm out and about. But that doesn't really matter, as I'm now engaged to a lovely girl I met 18 months ago. I enjoy sports and hobbies that I previously couldn't have done because I didn't have the energy. I no longer cringe when I see pictures of my fat self on Facebook. And all this stems from the day I decided to get in shape and live the life I really wanted. Now, you can also live the life you deserve and desire by using my easy weight loss brain hacks to melt away all your stubborn unwanted fat. I've compiled everything any formerly frustrated dieter needs to make life easy into a guidebook I call Powerful Weight Loss Hacks. Inside the guidebook, you'll discover how to trick your body into losing weight subconsciously. You don't even need to think about losing weight once you know how to get your brain dropping clothes sizes for you. The vital sleep weight loss secret nobody talks about. What you do while you're asleep is just as important as exercise and dieting. With this, you can shed pounds while you snooze. How to use your emotions to accelerate the fat burning process. Getting in touch with your emotions doesn't sound like an easy way to burn fat, but it is, and you'll see why here. The absolute best subconscious brain hack to shrink your waistline. Please, if you only do one thing to lose weight this year, make sure it's this. Why you have to downsize mentally and physically. Walking around feeling heavy keeps many people fat and miserable for years longer than necessary. Do what I say and you'll instantly feel better about yourself. The little-known reason why setting normal weight loss goals does not work. Write down how much you want to lose and get to work. Common weight loss advice that's terrible. You'll see a much better goal-setting strategy here. Why I recommend you eat out more than you do now. Clueless nutritionists would advise you to stay in and eat a boring meal. I'll tell you why this is actually making you fatter. And there's more. The secret power of self-talk. You know that inner monologue that plays only in your head? Well, you can use this to talk yourself into feeling great regardless of how much you weigh. How to use daily skinny time to become an unstoppable force. If you've struggled to stick with weight loss long enough to see real permanent results, then you absolutely have to see this. The easy way to keep weight off forever. The problem with most diets is you balloon in size the second you start eating normally again. That's why I've developed a super simple way to permanently keep yourself trim. The number one mistake most people make when they eat. By changing what you do while you eat your meals, you can significantly reduce your calorie intake without feeling like you're making a sacrifice. The precise times when you can snack. Snacking is one of life's pleasures, so I'd never ask anyone to cut it out. I just ask that you change when you snack, so you speed up the fat-burning process instead of slowing down. By looking at your body in the mirror is key to seeing fast results. I use a very specific process when I look into the mirror to ensure I always feel great and achieve weight loss goals. You should use this too. Why you'll only slow yourself down with diets and crazy exercise routines. Sure, you need to eat healthy and move to lose weight, but with these brain hacks, that should never feel like a hassle. Plus, much more. Literally, everything you need to know to transform your body and mindset is included in the Powerful Weight Loss Hacks Guidebook. And so I have no doubts that when you get this, you'll be able to easily get the results you deserve. Now, since my brain hacks have proved so successful for the men and women that have used them, I usually charge $97 for instant access. But for a limited time only, I want to make this accessible to everyone, and so you're not going to pay $97, and not even half of that. When you take immediate action today, you'll get instant access to the Powerful Weight Loss Hacks Guidebook for the one-time low fee that's revealed below this video. And as I want you to have full confidence in the fact this is exactly what you need to get the body you desire, I'm attaching my crazy triple guarantee to this. Just try my approach to easy permanent weight loss for 60 days. And if in that time you can't see a big difference in the mirror, or you don't find yourself feeling great because of your fresh mindset, or you decide you'd rather take a chance with another weight loss solution, then all you have to do is email me with the subject line refund, and I'll return 100% of your investment, no questions asked. So click the buy button below this video now and start your own transformation today. Remember, delaying taking action will only result in unnecessary months of misery trapped in a body you don't want. You already know you want to make that change, so make that brave decision now. It's your responsibility to look and feel great about yourself. So don't take any risks and leave your happiness to chance. Make the savvy decision now. And look forward to receiving compliments from your loved ones who will notice your slimmer frame. Look forward to trying on trendy new clothes that fit. Look forward to permanently living as a healthy, skinny person. Click the buy button now and let your mind take all the hard work out of losing weight.